It's been a crazy end of year for Outlander. Caitriona, Sam, and Outlander swept the Just Jared Fan Award television and actor categories, with Caitriona and Sam winning their respective categories for favorite actress and actor, and Outlander for favorite show. Outlander also made Fox Station's the top 10 streaming shows of the year list, though I'm a bit miffed they ended their succinct description of the show with, "It's a weirdo time travel show." Yes, but the people are unmistakably familiar. Flawed, complex, beautiful, and terribly human. I mean, it's not weirdo, it's compelling. Weirdo. Karen, Pyrie, and House of the Dragon also made the list, so congratulations go out to Graham and Lauren as well. Hi, and welcome back to Katie's Corner in Space as we return to our usually scheduled programming of updates, quotes, and future season talk as we pat ourselves on the back for making it through a full 35 weeks of Outlander.
Wow!
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
So hit subscribe as we get through this difficult time together and stay up to date on the ins and outs of the Outlander universe. And I'm nowhere near through with this week's updates yet. Graham McTavish released a short warning on Twitter after being hacked.
My Twitter account has been hacked, which I'm sure is not unusual at all. It's the first time it's ever happened to me. But so what it means is, first of all, I'm not currently on Twitter because I'm waiting for them to resolve the issue, which they are trying to do. Somebody is pretending to be me, essentially trying to steal my identity for definitely nefarious purposes. So I know that a few people have contacted Twitter on my behalf to report this. And if anybody else feels like doing that, that would be hugely appreciated. Please ignore anything that is being posted under my name on Twitter until you hear from me. Happy New Year, take care, and lots of love.
Just after giving a warning to beware, now we've got a trusted account being run by someone who is definitely not him, so people beware and be safe. Now on December 28th, Waypoints went on a short-term sale, at least in the UK, of 99 pence. Is that pence? I'm going to check out and make sure that's pence. It's pence. At any rate, the sale is over, and at last check it was up at $10.99 in the UK for the Kindle edition and a straight tenner for hardcover. In the US, it's $13.99 and $14.50 respectively at the time I'm writing the script. And as we hang on to any new bits of information about Outlander and its stars, we're also looking for accessible ways to binge or catch up on our favorite time-traveling nurse. But there's been some confusion on how exactly to watch all 6 seasons and where, so a quick review. Stars is always where you'll find all current episodes as well as the previous seasons, trailers, and select extras. Right now you can view the full run, but that is the only place streaming everything. Netflix is usually the second place to go since Prime stopped carrying it, and as far as I'm aware, it is still the place to go, though you can still access Stars through third-party players like Amazon, Prime, or Hulu. However, that 6th season won't be released, judging by release times of previous seasons, until in all likelihood May 1st of 2024. Granted, there's been no announcement, it's just the best estimate given in the past. Please feel free to add another source for Outlander in the comments below if you use another streaming service. Now, if you're a regular viewer, I know I've announced this before, but the question is coming up more and more often, so I may announce this a few more times just to be sure anxious viewers get the info. So again, feel free to add any additional sources you find handy, and I'll update for next time. Switching gears now and leading us into some Season 7 talk is Tim Downey, who joins the fad in showing us how glamorous it is being an actor. And as they are filming Season 7, it's hard to imagine Outlander one day coming to an end, but the actors must look to the future post-Outlander, and Sam had this to say on that particular subject. "We've been in this for so long, and Balfe and I talked about what it would be like without the show, and I think both of us, I don't know, it's going to be like you haven't had your whole life, isn't it? And it's been my whole life, so it's going to be weird." However, he's not worried about the end of the story. Diana Gabaldon's series consists of 9 books so far, and she has stated that the 10th will likely be the last. So he continued, "I think you do. Think about it as a 10-season show," said Heughan. "I know we've pulled from other books in past seasons. We're doing that this season too. There's still a lot to happen before we reach the end, but we'll see. I guess it's all in the amazing mind of Diana Gabaldon." Anticipation and anxiety of the future is one common thread woven throughout Outlander, but Starz eased some of the worry of fans by finally, and yes, I do mean finally because they've had 6 episodes ready for months now, finally released a trailer with a soft release date of this summer, though the split season question remains ever present. And with that comes the picking apart of each scene on that trailer, which I was thrilled and excited to be able to try my hand at last week. However, as my imperfection is now international, I did miss a bit or two. First off, I have to credit Linda Grace 3055 for her eagle eyes and all who also said they noticed Jamie right there at the funeral of what is now fairly certainly Mrs. Bug. But on that, I can't comment for sure because the showrunners do enjoy taking liberties. But I really needed to correct my mistake. I did completely overlook him, and I think BED9296, apologies if that's B-Ed, hit the nail on the head as to why. The slope of the ground and the fact he's mid-stride made Sam look significantly shorter than usual at first glance. I looked right over him, literally. Admittedly, I was very excited and in a hurry to get this breakdown out to you, and I just simply missed him. But that is one thing I really love since creating this channel. The great discussions and picking apart of details that in the end give us all a clear idea of what's going on. So thanks to all who commented and contributed. From Brianna's baby, Mrs. Bug's future, and time travel, the discussions were fun and eye-opening. Except this one, I do try to make my titles accurate, so, reading them might be key. Now, for copyright reasons, I can play snippets of the trailer and share images, but audio is a whole nother animal. But there is one line in particular I think may answer a burning question nearly each viewer and reader has wanted answered since episode 1. The question of Jamie's ghost. Note, this may be a spoiler, and as such, I am committed to making sure you have the opportunity to skip this next bit because it could ruin the surprise later. Not a problem? Okay, good. Here we go. There was light all around you. It was not candlelight or firelight, I thought. Now this must be what electric light is like. Jamie tells his wife, and then Claire asks, how can you recognize something you've never seen in real life? And Jamie replies matter-of-factly, I dream of the past, why wouldn't I dream of the future? Now, it's been hinted at in this series, but it's much clearer in the books. Jamie dreams of many things over the course of the series, including visiting both Claire and Brianna after Claire returned through the stones pregnant. It's assumed he's visiting through visions, the family 2 centuries away, but just through a vision. Or at least that's what I assumed. I mean, if Claire can travel through time, then why not give Jamie visions as a way for him to travel in some respect, while still keeping the actual time travel a Claire/family line situation? However, him actually manifesting in the place he is visiting isn't really touched upon that I can recall. But here it seems he may have been looking up at Claire sitting in the bed and breakfast, getting ready for bed, just like we saw her in the show. Which is slightly depressing because if they are answering that particular question before book 10, I'm sure it's just me, but it feels like a bad sign concerning the series having many future seasons. It doesn't help with Talk of the Stars considering their futures after Outlander as well, but again, could just be paranoia. Feel free to comment below and berate me for my negativity. I think I've seen a few signs now though that we may be leaning to a much sooner conclusion to the series than any of us really want. However, I can tell from my latest research I'm not alone in this. As Diana gears up with Starz to create the prequel to Outlander, many of us are worried Claire and Jamie's story may come to a rather abrupt end, despite the references to other franchises doing quite well with multiple series runs. So now we are relegated to playing the waiting game. Luckily, this channel has a few things to watch while we wait, and if I could impose on any Trekkies out there, my daughter worked on a video with me of which I promised her half of the revenue. I've set up chapters so it's easy to skip right to the good stuff. It's a kid-friendly review of Prodigy, so safe for all ages. And you can check that out as well as the complete Outlander playlist here, and I will see you there.